Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about my postpartum journey. I am officially 1 year postpartum. My son was born a year ago, December 21st to be exact. He's a winter solstice, a winter solstice baby. And yeah, we just celebrated his first birthday in my 1 year postpartum. I'm super excited because I was looking at the video that I filmed a year ago that talked all about my pregnancy. I'll link it down below if you're interested. So I'm really excited to jump into this video and really get into it. I am a little sick, so sorry if I sound congested or stuffy. So I have 10 questions that I will be answering in this video, all about postpartum and postpartum depression. Disclaimer, I am speaking just of my experience. I am not a doctor or any of that. I'm not certified in anything, okay? I just want to share my experience and some of the knowledge that I have with you, and that's just how that's gonna go. So definitely, if you're dealing with postpartum depression, or if you have further questions, definitely make sure you see a licensed professional, your primary care physician. Yeah, go see the person that delivered your baby. Go see them, not me. I'm just telling you my experience. Okay, so question number 1 is, what is postpartum slash what is postpartum depression? And postpartum just means following childbirth. So after giving birth to a child, you're young. Okay, that is postpartum. And we know what depression is. Depression is a mental health disorder. Yeah. So that leads me to my second question. Did I experience postpartum depression? And the simple answer is no, I did not experience postpartum depression this time around. Question number 3 is, what are the signs and symptoms? And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about what are the signs and symptoms of postpartum depression. One could be insomnia, a lack of appetite, intense irritability, the lack of desire, or a difficulty bonding with your child. Of course, it's many other symptoms, and you don't have to have all the symptoms to be labeled or diagnosed with postpartum depression, which goes into my symptoms. I did not have any symptoms of postpartum depression after King. So that was different, which leads me to number 5. The 5th question is, what was the difference between my pregnancies? And this is really where I can really get into it, because these pregnancies between Kyla Sky and Kingy was 2 completely different pregnancies. Now, with Kyla Sky, I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, and that's why I was kind of thrown off this time, because I didn't have no symptoms of postpartum depression, and I was expecting to experience so much after this pregnancy. Like with Kyla Sky, I had postpartum hair loss, so like my hair and edges was falling out. This time around, I didn't, which was super crazy, because that's something I was like really expecting. I'm like, oh my god, my hair is about to fall out. But my hair has been thriving. I don't know what's different, but yeah, my hair has been thriving. I want to state too that something that was really big for me is when I was diagnosed by my doctor with postpartum depression with Kyla Sky. I did not have all the symptoms that, she asked me. I remember very vividly telling her, well, I don't think I have postpartum depression because I love my daughter. Like, I don't have a difficult time bonding with her, so I don't think I have. Are you sure? And she was just saying, because I had other symptoms, in like I was overeating and I was very irritable, and I was also on birth control, so it was a lot going on with my body at the time after my first pregnancy. So it was definitely different. That leads me into question number 6, which is coping and treatment. When I had postpartum, when I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, the treatment that I underwent was hormone therapy, and that's really was me getting off of birth control because I wasn't balancing that out, and with the extreme irritability, that's just what I had to do at the time. There are different types of hormone therapy. Like I said, again, please consult with your doctor if you have any questions. But yeah, that's my personal experience. However, there are different types of counseling. They even have medications as like antidepressants and other medications that you can take if you're suffering with postpartum depression. All right, question number 7. It's not really a question. I just wanted to very much state this because snapback culture is a vulture, literally. And number 7 is give yourself a year. With my pregnancies, I lost weight during my pregnancies, or I didn't gain as much weight during my pregnancies. Probably like 20 pounds by the end of it, but usually during the first trimester, I'll lose a lot of weight, and then by the time I give birth, and have that child, I'm at my goal weight or back at my starting weight immediately after having birth. But my problem is with breastfeeding, my body just goes overboard and overload, and I have to eat in order to keep up energy and things of that nature to supply milk. So I always ended up gaining a lot of weight after giving birth. So with that, I had to be very mindful that, girl, give yourself a year to have your body regulate. It takes 10 months literally to create a baby, and like during that 10 months, so much stuff is happening inside and out of your body that you don't even realize. That it's just asinine to think that 2 months, 3 months postpartum, 6 months postpartum, 9 months postpartum, that everything is gonna go back to the same. Especially if you're breastfeeding and or still doing things that's feeding and nurturing and growing a child. So it's definitely gonna take a while to really have your body back fully, okay? And that leads me to number 8, taking care of mom. Ways I like to take care of myself, or I felt that really helped me deal and fight postpartum depression this time around, is I definitely read more, have a really, and I know not everybody has a really good support system, but if it's any like women, like your mother, a lot of grandmothers and aunts and family just likes to be involved in the coming of a new chapter in your life. So hopefully you have somebody in your life that's like that and that you can lean on for support. I know my mom was a big deal with helping me regulate getting back into the groove of raising a child. So reading is really good, meditating is really good, but if you don't care to do that, I think a universal one would be just being present in the moment, and really enjoying your creation. And that just really just means, any worries, any problems, just push it to the side, like, and forget about it as much as you can, and just really try to focus in and hone in on you adoring and you being grateful and gracious for your creation. Because I know it's a lot of people that deal with not being able to have children, or having a difficult time with health needs. And so it's really good to just taking care of baby. Just really make sure that you are at your best as the main character of your child, because I can tell you that if you are not good, no one is going to be good. Like, take care of yourself, and then that way it will trickle down to everyone else. You'll be able to take care of the baby real good, you'll be able to take care of your man real good, your other children real good. And I'm still learning that, because my mom and my man telling me all the time, get on schedule, you need a schedule. So get on a schedule for your baby. And number 10 is taking care of your man. And I just want to just state that men are very, very, very human, like the rest of us, even though we don't like to treat them like that. But men's mental health is extremely important. Men also experience postpartum depression. It's not just women. So I definitely wanted to point that out for the very last question, or segment. That yes, men go through postpartum depression too, and it's very important that men and women equally both get the help that they need if you're dealing with something like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.